Kind of hard for you guys to see, and I don't want to die here. Look, can you see all the fossils in there? Black truffle infused hot sauce. I didn't show you guys my dangle balls. You want to see my dangle balls? Welcome back, y'all. On the road on another adventure, and I've got a spot to go check out. I've been searching around on maps for new spots around here, and I managed to find a historical marker to check out, and I think there's a building there. And then there are a couple of campgrounds within like 30 minutes of each other that I think are like 10 minutes from this thing. So we'll go check them out and see what this is all about. Stay tuned, y'all. All right, y'all, so we've made it to this spot, and it's kind of weird. There's this building here in the historical marker, and there's actually a house right next to it. So it's kind of odd, but this building, I guess, right here is the Smith Limestone and Limestone House. So I'll go ahead and read this for you guys. It says, the availability of suitable building material was of great importance to Nebraska's pioneer settlers. Here in Jefferson County, native limestone was used for building, and the stone was burned in kilns to produce lime for mortar and whitewash. There's a kiln, I think it's a kiln building right down the road we'll stop at. The U.S. Army reportedly operated the first kiln in this area during the 1848 construction of Fort Kearny on the Platte. During the 1870s and 1880s, the limestone industry flourished in Jefferson County, and numerous kilns and quarries were located near here. The lime kiln, which survives on this site, was built in 1874 by Worrell C. Smith, who had settled in the county the previous year. Much of the limestone from Smith's quarries was used locally, but after the St. Joseph and Denver City Railroad was built siding to the kiln, there's railroad tracks right across the road. Limestone products were shipped throughout the region. In 1876, Smith constructed the nearby house with limestone from his quarries. So this is a house up here. Today, commercial limestone production continues in several areas of Nebraska, although the old lime kilns have largely disappeared. The Smith Kiln and Limestone House remain as examples to this important pioneer industry. So we'll go check this out. Well, here's the house, y'all. And I'm incredibly lucky because the door is open. The lady that lives here is actually the caretaker of the property, and she gets a little kickback or whatever. Doesn't have to pay to live on the location. She kind of takes care of it. So we have full access to the house. She said there's some cool stuff in here. There's the kiln type of thing that's just behind us down the road, and she said I can climb to the top and look down, so we'll see about that. It looks pretty overgrown, but I don't have any pants with me. We'll see. We might give it a whirl. But yeah, a diorama of the lime kiln. I'm not going to read all of this stuff to you guys. I don't know if I can even zoom in far enough where you can see it, but they give some pictures and whatnot. There's some different limestones there. A geological map of Nebraska. Jefferson County. So there's some other parks in the area. I've stayed at Rock Creek's Historical State Park. That's a really cool one. I did a video there. I believe I've stayed at Crystal Springs, or maybe that's where I'm gonna go check out this evening. There's another one up here at Alexandria, so we might be checking that out. Some more information of the local lime industry. Another kiln. And I guess uses for lime, which you guys might not even be able to see in there. These were the people, I believe, that owned this spot. I think that's the house that I'm standing in, maybe. There's some booklets. Yeah, I might take one of these. Look at this. I'm so surprised I can just walk around here by myself. Painting of the house, or a drawing, I guess. And that's, here we'll read this. William E. and Glenn L. Hodge gave this parcel of land surrounding the Smith Limestone house to the Jefferson County Historical Society on December 17th, 1964 for restoration and preservation as a memorial to their mother, Adeline Norwood Hodge. Or Hogue, I don't know how it's spelled. Got the old oven in here. It would have gone out right there on the wall. Some of the limestone. That looks like it goes outside. Just a closet. Yep, that goes out the back. That one goes out. Oops, spidey webs. Yeah, there's some spideys in here. That one goes out too. Let's go check out upstairs. Super narrow staircase. Just a little storage area. Another little storage nook. Oh, you can see the plaster, the board and batten, the plaster walls. It's exposed right there. That little window down there is kind of neat. Yeah, look how thick the walls are. Well, I fully expected this to be locked up. Oh, and look how small the doorways are. I mean, people were smaller back then. I'm as wide and as tall as the doorway is. You got a main room up here. Some more pictures. I don't think these are anybody from the house, but I could be wrong. It just says who donated the photo. There's been some rats in here. Definitely needs some work. But the simple fact that I could come in here is really cool. That she came out to talk to me when she saw me pull in. Well, I think that's about it for the house. I'm gonna go sign the guest book that's down there. And we'll head over to the kiln. Somebody's recently been here. There we go, I signed it. Crazy Quady YouTube's been here. Old rocking chair. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that old AC unit, Fetters. Alright, let's go check out the kiln, I guess. Well, y'all, that was really cool. I just stood there and talked to the lady again for like another half an hour. She said that somewhere in the hills behind her house, there's an old army fort. Her son knows where it's at. She does not. And he's not here. But man, maybe sometime we'll have to stop back by and talk to her a little bit more. But if you guys want to come out here and see this, it's open. She'll let you in, she'll let you wander around. But right down the road here, we'll pull over, is the lime kiln. And it's super overgrown around it, but we'll see what we can do. Look at that. All right, let's get our rig off the road here as much as possible so it won't get run into on this road. Take our phone for pictars. The fact that this is still standing here, the fact that this is still here from like the 1800s kind of blows my mind. Oh, we'll be able to get up around here. And so yeah, the train tracks are right there. Hopefully I don't get chiggers and whatnot. But it's cool. That is cool. So I imagine there was a hole all the way through. You can barely see it in the back there. Maybe this is where they lit the fire. Let's see which side looks easier to get up. Oh, we can get up here. Well, what I expected to be 2 minutes or 5 minutes is turning out to 20 and 30. Just don't want these rocks to go flying out from under my feet. So it's the back of this is falling down, I guess. Oh, check that out. Well, it's kind of been filled up with junk. You guys probably can't even see it down there. But yeah. No safety fence here, boys. Look at that. Yeah, sorry I can't really show you guys down in there. It's really hard to see. But yeah, they wouldn't want anybody falling in there. I imagine maybe they kind of brought it through the hills here and just dumped it down in it. I don't know how it worked. It's crazy though that it's still here. And I'm just chilling on top of it. Wow. So it's kind of hard for you guys to see and I don't want to die here. Look. Can you see all the fossils in there? The shells? You can see traces of it in these. Like all of those rocks. Some of these up here. Like there's one. Right there. They're all full of it. But as they say back in the day, this was an ocean. Alright, I'm gonna get some pictures of this. We'll get back down to the van and we'll go find ourselves a campsite. Alright, y'all, we've made it to a spot. Let's get these windows popped open though. This one's tight. Well, y'all, we've got ourselves a nice campground here. It's empty. There is a lake over here. It looks like there might be a trail down here. And there's an RV spot over there, but there was a campground host sitting there, like a trailer and everything. They must, stay here during the summer, and so I came over to this loop to be by myself. But we got lucky. Somebody left us a bunch of wood. That's partially why I picked this spot. It's kind of the best one in this little loop here, but there's basically a whole night's worth of firewood sitting there, so we're gonna probably burn all that. Yeah. Windows are popped. Screens are over there. Under the bed, I picked up another roll of screen material. I have magnetic tape. I have duct tape. I have a bunch of other crap to try to do these windows better, but I don't know if I'm going to mess with that tonight. I don't think I'm really worried about it. Should probably do that at home. Maybe measure things out on the kitchen table and do it appropriately, It'll work fine for tonight. Why don't I crack a brew and we'll give you a quick weather check. Got a couple different things in here. But what do we have? I'm gonna have one of these. All right, got the old hams here. Let's check the weather. It's It's actually pretty nice out today, and the low tonight is very, very appealing. If you watch the last one, tonight's going to be much, much nicer. It's currently 85 and we have a low of 60 tonight, so it's going to be like 15 degrees cooler than the last night that I spent in here, and it's only 42% humidity, so it is much better. So I picked up some hams here. Hams is classic. The beer, ... refreshing, from the land of sky blue waters. I can't remember. I know I've had hams before. I don't know if I've had hams on a video. Some of these, I've done enough camping videos that sometimes I can't remember if I've had one of these or not. But yeah, we're having a hams, just chilling. It's a gorgeous night. I've got something tasty but very, very simple to cook tonight. I think you guys will get a kick out of it. And then I brought a new bottle of hot sauce to give that a whirl. It's something that my brother-in-law gave to my wife when I was supposed to be down there, down south, when my truck broke down on that trip. But ooh, the sun's popped right through there. Anyways, should probably get the fire going. I guess I don't really need it, but I'm gonna end up burning all that wood just because I can. Fire vibe's always right. Like, it's hard to go camping and not have a campfire. This fire pit has not been cleaned out, but we'll be all right. There's a couple paper towels in there. Yeah, these are fairly large chunks of wood too. Some bark. Whoever left this stuff here, I appreciate it. Yeah, these are huge hunks of wood. As long as my arm. We're gonna get ourselves a rager going, boys. It's going down in there. Oh, all right, in the van. Bugs are out, something fierce. I've got flies in here. Before I put the screens on, there was like 100 flies in here. I waited too long, that's for sure. But let's grab our fans. Should have taken my shoes off. A lot of you guys in the last video were saying I need a bigger fan. I have one, but I had given Greg the power box. Get ourselves some brighter light. Didn't use any of my wood, and I didn't use half the wood that was out there, so there's still quite a bit of wood out there. And what else do I have underneath here? So I picked this up today because I think I'm gonna need a bigger pan or bigger pot for what I'm cooking tonight. If you guys can see that, it's an Ozark Trail camp cook set, camp cook and dine set, 22 pieces, but it's got a larger pot. It's all nesting, it's in a bag. All right, so for tonight, we're gonna try something very simple. We're gonna do macaroni and cheese and chili. We're gonna make easy cheesy chili mac, which is why I felt like I needed a bigger pot. Have a beer left. I do have one more beer. Go ahead and grab that out of there. So we need to boil some water, and I needed something that I could fit both of these things into, which is why I bought this bigger pan. We'll go ahead and use our jet boil to boil up some water. Which I've got shoved in here somewhere. There we go. And I do have the pot attachment for the jet boil right here, so we can set a pot on top and hopefully cook this up all right. I think we're just going to do this all on the old cooler right here. Do our best not to spill anything. Just like that. Can you hear the train coming by? So big danger zone, I did not wash the pan. Obviously I just opened the package, but I think we'll survive. Don't need that. That just fits right on top, and it allows you to set a pan on. And it allows you to set a pan on here. Got to be pretty careful. We'll grab water out of here. This is just Velveeta mac and cheese, shells and cheese, I guess. So it has the pre-done cheese in there. You don't have to mix anything with it. And it says I need 6 cups, but we're definitely not going to use 6 cups of water. It'll be fine with less cups, that's for sure. Enough. It's more than enough water right there, I tell you what. Train horns. We'll keep our fingers crossed that we don't dump this on ourselves and burn everything. I gotta try to drain this without spilling it everywhere. Shut that off for now. I think we can use the lid. Try not to let all the bugs in either. I don't have any pot holders in here to set this on. Guess we can set it on a few paper towels just to not completely ruin my cooler. I don't know. cheese. Gotta make sure you get all of that cheese out of there. And then on top of that, we are just gonna add our can of Hormel chili with beans, chunky beef chili. Try to stir this up a little bit. We'll probably give it a little bit more heat. Just because the chili was cold, but I mean the macaroni and cheese is hot. We'll give it just a hair more heat. Can't really set anything down on the jet boil. It'll just burn the center of it. Pretty much no matter how low you get it. It's plenty warm. That's really good. That is really good. Super simple, easy dinner to make. And so good. And you can double it up. 2 cans of chili, 2 things of macaroni and cheese. I didn't think I was going to be able to eat all of this, but I'm definitely going to be able to eat all of this. But I do have some hot sauce. We have to give this stuff a shot. I don't know if this is the best meal to eat this on. Let's see if I can find it. Or is it in the cooler? Nope. There it is. Alright, so right here we have hotter sauce truff. Black truffle infused hot sauce. Doesn't say a lot on here. It says our sauce, made with the finest red chili peppers and infused with black winter truffle. Shake well before each use. Refrigerate after opening. No preservatives. It's made in California. Black truffle hot sauce on our super simple, super cheap dinner. It's the way we do it. It smells really good. I don't know how strong this is going to be. Got a solid couple drips on there. Man, that is good. That is really good. It's a really dark flavor. Black truffles, I guess. Kind of dark. I almost feel like it's sweet. It's got a kick, but it's not super hot. This is a good sauce. Good sauce. I've never had truffles, actual truffles, but truffle hot sauce, that's good. That's really good. I'm just gonna put a couple drops in there. Like 8 to 10 drops maybe. Wipe that off. Feel like I'm wasting that, but that's really good sauce. Now I really want to try actual truffles. I know that they're like hard to come by. I don't know if there's anywhere I could even buy any locally, but I gotta try truffles. So good. Well, y'all, I cleaned everything up and I'm kind of going into a food coma. I don't think I'm gonna stay up and watch anything on the tube tonight. We're just gonna head to bed. It should be a nice night tonight. I've undone, I've put away both the fans. It's been a nice evening. It's late. I mean, it was after dark when I got in here, and the sun doesn't go down till 8:30, 9 o'clock. So I've stayed up far too late as it is. But should be a comfortable night in here tonight, minus the bugs. I gotta figure out the screen situation a little bit better for the next one. That's for sure. So, anyways, y'all, we're chilling. It should be a beautiful night. I'm gonna take my shirt off after I shut this camera off, and I'll see you guys in the morning. There was just another moth that buzzed my head. It's ridiculous, but we'll survive. Oh. Good morning. Oh, I slept great last night. Blanket and all. It was beautiful. I gotta say, I think my sleeping weather is like 65 and below is probably good for me. It's probably about that, but I bet it's gonna warm up very fast today. Go away, fly. Shared the space with a couple flies last night. I'm guessing maybe some of them found their way in through these screens, who knows. It's currently 67. So it's already starting to warm up, and it's gonna get up to 95 today. So it's gonna be a hot one. Try to get myself out of here pretty quickly. I didn't bring anything to drink for breakfast. I still don't have any coffee with me. All I got is a Gatorade. Oh, I didn't show you guys my dangle balls. You want to see my dangle balls? Check this out. Look at those guys up there. So it's just, I don't know, they're just, it's edging material for like sewing stuff. And right now I just stuck it up there with some extra magnets that I had. It'll be nice permanently attached at some point with what I want to do with all this up here, but for now that looks kind of cool. They are blue. It's hard to tell. It's really dark blue. But they just, yeah, dangle in the wind. Can't really see them from the outside. They aren't perfectly straight right now, but it's definitely a cool vibe. Reminds me of the Cheech and Chong van, if you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna get my junk rounded up and we'll hit the road. Well, I made my bed, cleaned everything up in there, took the screens down. Did my best to get all the flies out. They're all kind of hanging out in the cab right now, up in the front, but everything's cleaned up. Yeah, I don't think I even used half of that wood. I bet that's still warm. Oh yeah, some good wood. But we're just gonna get out of here this morning. Alright, headed on down the road. It's a little bumpy on this road, but yesterday was a good trip. The house, the limestone house in Kiln, was really cool to see. It was really cool to talk to the lady that was taking care of it. And the fact that it was open still surprises me. Most of that stuff in Nebraska, like in most places you go, 90% of the time those kinds of things are not open. And she told me that the Historical Society wanted to keep it locked, and she was like, I'm gonna live out here, I'm gonna leave it open, let people see the inside of it. It's my kind of woman right there. So yeah, overall a good trip. Cool sights to see. You never know what you're gonna run across or how the adventure's gonna turn out, which is, doesn't matter how far you go, where you go, or anything. You can have an adventure and see something new and something cool. And I continue to find pretty empty campsites. Here's one of the top areas. There's some camping here, and there's an old park. You can tell it's old just because the swing and everything is metal. That's like the same setup as the other spot I stayed, but I'm not doing the monkey bars this time. And then down here, we'll check out the lake quick to end her out. I don't know if any of those, I don't think any, oh, that might be a campsite there. Lake Number Dos, not too shabby. Having a lake view last night would have been nice, but it was also nice to kind of be back there by myself. And the train tracks are right there. But we didn't get that many trains. Maybe 3 or 4 came through that I heard. And I was separated by the lake and a tree and 2 tree lines, so it wasn't quite as bad for me. So there's, I think you can, that might be a dead end down there. Maybe that goes all the way around. I think the dead end is over here, but there's another lake. I think there might even be one more over there. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Just swerving on the road. And there's some RV camp spots over here, but like I said last night, the camp host was over there, and I prefer to be by myself when possible for trips like these. Yeah, so this goes straight, and then there's like a little, you can fish down there, but that's a dead end. Got more ponds right there. More lake right there. Yeah, I could have camped right there. You can see you've got a truck here, a couple of trucks over here. It's a nice campground though, right there. And then yeah, there's the camp host right here. But overall, it was a great trip. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and close this one out here. Not sure what we're doing for the next one. Like I said, we might work on those screens and maybe figure out some curtains for these side and back windows that don't require magnets. I'd like to get away from the magnets. They work in a pinch, but they're not the best thing to use. So we'll see what we figure out for the next one. Anyways, stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit.